So I'm Ellen Shu, and I'm the current team lead of the KD Foundation Youth Organization. I'm very honored to be sharing with you some of our work in generating awareness for KD and mobilizing the next generation to take part in Kawasaki disease efforts. I first got involved in Kawasaki disease because my younger sister had Kawasaki disease when she was only 3 years old. The first time I brought her to the hospital, she was actually misdiagnosed, and like many other families, we were initially unaware of the symptoms of KD or even what KD was. As a result, we faced a lot of fear and frustration in seeing my younger sister get worse each passing day, and also not knowing what was causing it. We had no idea since we had never heard of Kawasaki disease before, and neither had most of the doctors that we were seeing at the time. Luckily, the second time I brought my sister back to the hospital, she was able to get fully diagnosed and treated on time, which allowed her to make a full recovery, and she's now a very happy and healthy girl to this day. But this personal experience opened my eyes to the importance of Kawasaki disease awareness and also the reason why recognition of its symptoms are so important for diagnosis. I am so thankful for the doctors who helped diagnose and treat my sister at the UCSD Kawasaki Disease Research Center and Rady Children's Hospital. I know that there are many others who might not be as lucky. My sister inspires me to help the hundreds and even thousands of other children like her who face Kawasaki disease each year. And through my involvement as a communications intern and Kawasaki Disease Foundation Youth Team lead at the International KD Foundation, which for those of you who may not have heard of it before, it's an organization striving to be at the forefront of KD issues and uniting families and medical professionals. Through this, I've been really grateful to connect and hear the stories of other KD patients, families, and also youth. I now know that my family and I were not alone in our experiences, and although tremendous progress has been made by organizations, medical professionals, and researchers, there's still a long way to go in fighting against KD and different ways in which we can use our voices to help. I'm also thankful to be working as part of Dr. Tremule's team at the UCSD KD Research Center in developing a deep learning model to analyze images for Kawasaki disease early diagnosis. I started working on this project because I realized how important early diagnosis is for treatment and also the challenges KD patients often face due to lookalike diseases, just like my younger sister faced. Since there was no pre-existing publicly available image database when we got started, I helped lead an image project for Kawasaki disease with the tremendous support of the Kawasaki Disease Foundation. The KD AI Research Photo Project involves hundreds of parents and patients who contributed their photos to help further medical research. And we're also still open to more photos, which I'll include near the end of this presentation. As a 16-year-old teenager, I want to help raise the voices of youth in joining the Kawasaki disease effort. Earlier last year, I decided to reach out to the KD Foundation to try and become more involved and support other families. I began to meet others my age who had experienced KD or had family members who had KD in the past. It was super amazing to see that although we all had different stories and how we heard about or got involved with KD, and also we were located in different areas around the globe, we all shared one common desire, which was to bring in youth involvement from our peers and others our age to help the fight against Kawasaki disease. This quickly blossomed into a youth movement, and with the help of the KD Foundation, I launched the International KDF Youth Group in September of 2020. We started off as a team of just 5 teenagers wanting to make an impact, and have since grown to 11 youth members from diverse backgrounds and countries across the United States, India, and Lebanon. And so here are some of our amazing members below. So as a youth group, we really hope to bring the voice of Kawasaki disease to the next generation and inspire others our age to take more action. So the cornerstone of our KDF Youth mission is educating and mobilizing youth to care for precious hearts. We aim to bring the youth involvement to the KD Foundation mission in raising awareness of Kawasaki disease symptoms and issues among youth, facilitating support for patients and families, and contributing towards fundraising for research. Since we realized that most youth have never heard of Kawasaki disease, like at one point in my life, all of us were, and my family was as well, we realized that greater awareness of its symptoms may help decrease its misdiagnosis, which is why we believe spreading information and awareness is so important and crucial to saving lives. So here are some of our whys from our youth members for why they chose to get involved with KDF Youth. So for example, Bella shared that she wants to create a place for KD kids to come together and share their experiences. Anika from India shares that she hopes to increase the visibility of KD among youth in order to create awareness of KD in the next generation, which has become all the more important with the rise in the incidence of Kawasaki disease over the years. Brooke from the United States shared that she hopes KD can be known internationally, so families of those fighting KD and the patients themselves don't feel confused or alone. And lastly, Adriana from Lebanon shared that she wants to spread awareness for KD in order to make families more alert to the signs of a potentially affected child. And as a patient, she developed abnormal symptoms, and her parents had no previous knowledge of the disease, which made her diagnosis very difficult for doctors. And so I hope this gives you a better understanding of why our youth want to get involved and why we all choose to really care about this mission. So since our start a little over a year ago, we have utilized social media such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to educate youth on Kawasaki disease symptoms and also further encourage involvement in Kawasaki disease events and fundraisers. As we all know, technology has created a way for information to be spread rapidly online, especially towards youth and the younger population who grew up in this age and using social media. Social media has also become this really great platform for sparks to fly for a variety of different causes and for you to get involved and to get together to make things happen. For example, some of our work has been supporting a gaming fundraiser where a past Kawasaki disease patient gamed and streamed for a week to raise funds for Kawasaki disease. We've also collaborated with rare disease organizations in publishing educational Kawasaki disease blog posts and sharing more about symptoms, as well as creating YouTube videos explaining in a very graphic and easy to understand way about multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children and also about Kawasaki disease history. Through this, we have also engaged with new audiences through Instagram question and answers and monthly challenges, which you can participate in on our Instagram at KDF Youth. And we've also highlighted and shared numerous youth stories. During KD Day on January 6th of this year, we helped raise awareness in par with other awareness efforts alongside the broader Kawasaki Disease Foundation by hosting giveaways where we give away teddy bears and masks and creating posts and infographics to share more KD information. So far, we are really thankful to have reached over 200 followers on all our platforms, and our YouTube videos have reached over 3,000 views from youth all over the world. We have also created over 50 posts on Kawasaki disease facts and challenges and sharing different information about Kawasaki disease. We are really truly grateful to see so many other youth want to get involved and learn more about Kawasaki disease. And we also hope you will join us in furthering this impact and invite you to learn more about us and follow us at KDF Youth on Instagram and other social media. Although we are just beginning, we hope we have impacted other youth so far and hope to continue doing so in the future as well to join the fight against KD. As we look towards our future growth, we hope to expand efforts by doing things such as creating a KDF support group for patients facing such a difficult disease, and also help other children who have Kawasaki disease feel less alone in going through the really arduous and often really isolating process. We also hope to host fundraisers targeted towards youth in areas such as gaming, baking, or creating merchandise like this one, and engage and educate peers through webinars and expert interviews. We will also be continuing our campaigns on social media and giveaways to provide a platform to share Kawasaki disease knowledge and for youth to come together to fight against Kawasaki disease. We hope you will join us in our mission in using your own voice and unique experiences, whether it's through social media, fundraising, or supporting research. Regardless of age or background, everyone has an important role in raising awareness for Kawasaki disease, from youth and teenagers all the way to adults and professionals as well. And if you have a teenager or children who would like to get involved with the KDF Youth, we invite them to join our team or to share their stories with us if they're willing to. Anyone can take the small action to help spread KD information by joining us on social media at KDF Youth and helping to reshare our infographics and spreading knowledge of KDF knowledge. There's also a way to get involved by donating to the KD Foundation online or also participating in Kawasaki disease studies and research, and I'll include this on the next slide. All right, so one example of an ongoing study is the Kawasaki disease long-term outcome study, an interdisciplinary study that is designed to teach us about the cardiovascular and general health of individuals who experience KD in childhood. So if you are 15 years or older and were previously diagnosed with Kawasaki disease, we invite you to participate in the study. Please reach out to adultkd at ucsd.edu to learn more and sign up. I'll leave this up for a minute so you can take a look. Alright, and as mentioned previously, the KD AI Photo Project serves to create a KD image database for medical research and developing an AI model to analyze images to help diagnose Kawasaki disease. While significant progress has been made, additional photos of children with KD symptoms during the acute stages are needed. If you have any photos of your patients for KD symptoms, please scan this QR code to upload your photos and sign a consent form. Thank you so much for taking the time and being here and allowing me to share more about KDF Youth and why I care so much about this cause. I hope you learned something more about who we are as an organization, and I really encourage you, if you haven't already, to check out the KD AI Photo Project and KD Long-Term Outcome Study. But yeah, thank you so much for your time.